Hello Maestros, welcome back to our second video in the Noteflight tutorial series. This is Composered, thank you for tuning in, and in this video we're going to be covering all the advanced features that Noteflight has to offer. And again, I want to say thank you to the Noteflight team for letting me do these tutorial videos for them. And also, I want to remind you guys to like, share, subscribe, comment any questions you might have in the comment box below, not the description box. What am I talking about? But anyway, let's get into this video. So in this one, I want to be doing an overview of everything there is in the palettes above your score. So we talked a little bit about them before, like the note duration palettes and everything like that, but there are much more things to choose from here than I just went over last time. We went over the note duration. That's as easy as clicking a note and clicking how long you want it to be, whether you want it an eighth note, whole note, and if you want to add the dot on the end that extends the length of it, like turn this half note into a dotted half note and give it 3 beats. You can tie the notes together with that button there very easily. You can also create tremolos, faster or slower. You can do grace notes very easily by selecting what pitch and then the note that comes after it. That's very nice to do. Oh, my keyboard's falling. Duplets, triplets, everything here is about as easy as it gets. Easier than any other software I've come across. All you have to do is click a note that you want to select, like this B, then click the triplet symbol, and bam, you have yourself a triplet in about 3 seconds compared to the 30 seconds it would take maybe in another software. And that's what I really love. It's so easy to do this if you're a jazz composer, especially because triplets are big in those parts. You can also really easily adjust pitch on any note that you want. So if I wanted a C sharp, bam, done. All I have to do is click the sharp key, or there are hotkey options if you're that kind of musician. Flat, natural. You can transpose notes and measures by hitting the move up and move down for whole steps. Half steps are here also. Octaves. You can do double sharp, double flat, enharmonic shifts, accidentals. Then you can specify on the part too that you want the musician to play an octave down or an octave up, like so. Let's get rid of that. There we go, fixed. Tempo is very easy to change here too. You can change the tempo for the entire piece by clicking on your tempo marking and changing it like so. You can also do that by selecting all of your measures with the line selector tool on the left and changing the tempo overall, and you can see the number ticking up down there as well, and that shows you that it's working. Accelerandos and retardandos are easy to do. Just pick your measure, like say this one. You can add your retardando very easily and it'll automatically specify it unless you need to change it. Very nice. You can do your fermatas, the railroad tracks as we lovingly call them, breath marks, and if you are a jazz musician too, you can add the option to swing your eighths when you do a playback of your music. Now for your text keys, I gave an example of the just simple performance text box earlier, and that's where you see the allegro, but you can also add your lyrics in by clicking on a measure. You can add an expression for like forte, piano, that sort of thing by clicking on a note or a measure. Chord symbols for you jazz musicians yet again. You can add that by clicking measures or notes. And then rehearsal letters, if you guys are going to be publishing these pieces, that is a big part. Dynamics, there's the expression text yet again. Some things repeat like this. There's crescendo, the alligator mouth crescendo and decrescendo, crescendo and decrescendo. I almost confused my words there, but and then you also have the crescendo and diminuendo text as well. Let vibrate is an option too for percussionists and string players, and then pedal down for the piano if you want to create the flowing piano pieces. I love the pedal feature on this. It's very realistic actually. Sounds very nice. And then articulation is big for every musician once you get very advanced. You can slur, create phrases, accents, staccatos, tenuto marks, the jazz rooftop accent. You can specify for the string players open strings, closed strings, the bow markings, that's very nice, trills, arpeggios, glissandos, any other features that you might need. And then last but not least, there are the measure addition and deletion features there too, and this is very, very important. Like, let's say, oh no, I forgot to add a measure right after this one that I might need for my melody. I can do that by just clicking that plus right there for add measure after. You can do before. You can also delete. Very easy to do. You can change your time signature by simply clicking, specifying how many beats you want per measure and what beat you'd like to get or what note you'd like to get the beat. Now you can also specify how many beats you like per measure and the note that gets the beat. So as you can see, quarter note there, and the beat count is also there. We can also select the measure and click change time signature, and that will bring up the same menu. Very easy to use. You can change your clefs if you need. You can add extra bar lines. Say I needed a double bar line there, I can do that. I can also change the key signature very easily by clicking overall and say I wanted A major, there it is, or I can stick with C major, whatever boats your float. And very, very important for large group pieces, I can add measure rests. So we can shift click to multiple select. Or look at that, it's a premium feature. I did not know that, and that is news to me. Well, if you guys are willing, you can always invest in the premium subscription, which is what I do for my personal account. It's very nice. It adds tons of extra instruments for you to use, and also a couple extra features like the transcribe feature, and now that I know, the multi-measure rest feature. Very, very nice. That is about it for the palette features. There are also the online features you can do. You can share to individuals, groups, everyone that you would like. I went over that a little bit last time. You can also add more instruments in the Instruments tab up here by simply clicking, and it gives you your drop-down box. Then, of course, the almighty Save button. And I think that will do it for this part. I want to keep it short and sweet today so we can really get into the meat and taters later on in the series. But I want to thank you guys again for watching. And a reminder, like, share, subscribe. Any questions, ask them down below. Check out the other videos on the channel, and make sure to give Noteflight a check if you haven't started your music career just yet. Or if you're an advanced player, definitely give them a look. They have a whole lot to offer.